I'm Andre Huey and this is the Skn Newsline Newscast. Effectively Saturday, December 11th, all fully vaccinated passengers 12 years and over arriving in St. Kitts and Nevis with a negative PCR test taken within 72 hours of arrival will no longer be required to undergo a quarantine period or further testing upon arrival. Additionally, the protective barriers that were erected at Port Zante for the safety of citizens and residents will be removed on that date, effectively making Port Zante accessible to all, ensuring and creating greater business activity. Skn Newsline's Glenn Bart has the details.
As the number of air travelers into the Federation continues to increase, at a time when the country has a high vaccination level against COVID-19, authorities are moving to facilitate easier entry at the nation's two airports. According to Abdiel Samuel, chairman of the National COVID-19 Task Force, a so-called Scan & Go system will shortly be introduced at the RLB International Airport on St. Kitts and the Vance Amory International Airport on Nevis, ending the need for quarantining incoming passengers.
So when you enter into the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, you are now going to use your barcode that is given on the approval letters to simply scan and go. So it's about a scan and go, and if the system detects any challenges with you, then you will be taken for a secondary screening, and that's at the Port Health area. So when you enter the Welcome Center, you're going to simply scan your barcode. Once the system is fine, you just proceed to immigration and customs, and then from there on, you will get your transportation. At immigration, the Chief Immigration Officer, Ms. Moslin Hughes, has taken the proactive approach after consultation with the task force to increase the immigration officers that will be processing inbound passengers. So you will see from 5 booths being operated to 10 booths being operated. So you should see those implementations there shortly. At customs, we are still in some discussions with the airlines in terms of moving the baggages a little more faster so that there is no bottleneck at customs, as the bottlenecks are created at customs or in the baggage hall area by the late arrivals of the bags that are taken off the aircraft and brought for the passengers to receive their luggages. So once these processes are smooth out, then you're going to see a faster processing process at the airport.
Meanwhile, health authorities and the task force continue to monitor the global situation in regards to the Omicron COVID-19 variant that is said to be highly transmissible. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
Newly crowned leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, gave his first national address since he was elected as the party's national leader, where he outlined the plans for the almost 90-year-old organization. Glenn Bart reports.
The national political leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, issued a statement thanking the nation for its support and expressed commitment to strengthen the Labour Party under its new executive. According to Dr. Drew, the transition to new leadership through a democratic process was a sign of maturity within the party. He believes that an environment of inclusiveness would be healthy for the party's growth.
Today, we celebrate the courage and maturity demonstrated by our comrades to move forward by choice and not by chance, and for choosing to be wholly together rather than to be wholly divided for the love of our federation and for the love of our esteemed party. The mantle of leadership of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party has been passed, and the work to redefine our party and our nation under a new vision now begins. I pledge to document, preserve, and protect the legacy of the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil Douglas. I express my sincere gratitude for his innovative and outstanding leadership for the party for the last 32 years and for his progressive, creative, and innovative 20 years as Prime Minister of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Citizens and comrades, as the national leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, it is my very intention, it is indeed my responsibility to represent and promote the emergent paradigm within the party. It takes us away from the politics of rancor and divisiveness that robs our country of the opportunity to realize its true potential. We will foster and exemplify a culture of excellence that will empower the ordinary folk, premised upon a bottom-up approach and a healthy debate, respecting the perspective and viewpoints of others, knowing that there is always common ground that can be found.
He described the success of the democratic process as unprecedented among political parties on St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bart reporting for Skn Newsline.
When we come back, the People's Action Movement donates to a church in St. Peter's.
Get in on the biggest sale this Christmas at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics. Visit any of the 2 stores on December 17th and 18th for 20% off store-wide. Yes, you heard right. 20% off store-wide. Stores open from 7 a.m. on both days. Plus, for the entire month of December and January, get huge discounts store-wide. Only at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics for the finest in electronics, gadgets and appliances in the best brands. Remember, Smart Electronics at Port Zante is not in the bubble, so local shoppers can visit even when there's a cruise ship in port. COVID protocols will be observed. Visit Smart Electronics at Port Zante or Island Electronics on 4th Street. 2 stores, one great experience. If you need effective advertising at affordable prices, you need to advertise with Skn Newsline. We offer a wide range of services: TV advertising, video ad production, social media marketing and management, WhatsApp marketing, digital marketing, and much more. We offer a comprehensive marketing package to suit your budget. Call our advertising department at 665-7456, 661-2008, or 663-8887. Get your message out on our newscast on the cable channel 95 and or online networks. Weekdays at 7 p.m. Skn Newsline. Marketing made easy.
Welcome back. One of the coalition partners in the Team Unity government, the People's Action Movement, donated to St. Peter's Church, the St. Peter's Church of God, while members of the party worshipped there on Sunday. More in this report.
The People's Action Movement on Sunday, December 5th, worshipped at the St. Peter's Church of God and donated a thermal temperature kiosk to the church. Member of Parliament for the area, Minister Eugene Hamilton, addressed the gathering on some of the work being done in the constituency by the party through the government. In his capacity as minister responsible for solid waste, he encouraged the congregants to keep the environment clean. Following his address, the donation was made.
We recognize every day, and we do so much damage to our environment. Christmas coming, time to empty the house, shout out the old fridge and the washing machine and the what have you. And you know where you throw them? In the bush next door, or in the ground. My message to you today is, don't do that this Christmas. I'm the Minister of Solid Waste. I encourage you to send everything you have to solid waste.
This is a simple instrument. It's what you call a kiosk, temperature, thermal, facial temperature kiosk, where it will take from your face, it will tell the temperature, so it will present the temperature on the face. So we are hoping that this can be placed probably somewhere in front of the church, so when persons come in, they can take the temperature. And we also have the hand sanitizer where you can just put your hands on the knee and you can sanitize your hands. So it is a one station shop, temperature and hand sanitizer.
Some members of the party, including party chairman and Minister of Education Jonell Powell, were present at the service. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
On a lighter note, a karaoke competition will be held on Boxing Day, December 26th, at Jamrock Restaurant in Frigate Bay. We spoke to the restaurant's manager, Angela Lewis, and filed this report.
Jamrock Restaurant in Frigate Bay has become the go-to place for karaoke on a Sunday night. And on December 26th, Boxing Day, they will be hosting a karaoke competition. Angela Lewis, manager of Jamrock Restaurant, tells the Skn Newsline about the competition, which will be held at the restaurant.
The Boxing Day, we are putting on a Christmas karaoke. We're having a competition. You'll be doing 3 Christmas songs, and we choose the best karaoke singer, not the best singer, but the best karaoke singer for that night. They'll get a prize. That's a surprise. I'm not able to tell you what that is or it's going to be at the moment, but it's going to be fun. So we are telling everybody to come out and enjoy Christmas karaoke.
She describes the Sunday night karaoke sessions as fun and entertaining and encourages fans and patrons to come out from 7 p.m. every Sunday for a time to unwind.
Well, karaoke is fun, exciting here on a Sunday. We have, it's called really a old school kind of karaoke. So we go way back when with all of the old songs and, you know, we incorporate the new ones as well, but it's more old school karaoke and we have fun. We have people of all genres here. I mean, young, the old, everybody participating. It's fun. Some people have their special karaoke fans who they come every Sunday to listen to, and it's great. We encourage everybody to come and sit and, you know, enjoy, have fun watching it or partake in it, because it's not all about singing. You don't have to be a singer. It's just having fun. You go up there, take the mic, have fun.
Jamrock Restaurant is located in Frigate Bay on the outskirts of the Frigate Bay Strip and specializes in Caribbean and international cuisine. I'm Andre Huey for Skn Newsline.
When we come back, Jamaica preparing for a 4th wave of COVID-19.
It's the new and improved Skn Newsline Android mobile app. With the Skn Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the Skn Newsline Newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search Skn Newsline, and download the app today. The Skn Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
An open interactive event can be described as
tremendous, effective,
on par with any conference around the world.
From exhibitions to trade shows, corporate events to product launches, from press events to political functions. We are the secret sauce behind events that make you go today at www.madebyopen.com.
Welcome back, and now to regional news. In anticipation of the 4th wave of COVID-19, the government of Jamaica is preparing to offer booster shots to persons as the Omicron variant continues to spread in countries around the world. TVJ News has more.
The Ministry of Health says it's in preparation mode for the 4th wave of COVID-19. The urgency comes as more cases of the Omicron variant are being discovered across the world. While symptoms associated with the new variant are mild, experts say it is more transmissible than even the deadly Delta strain. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the ministry has been making plans to ensure the impact is not as devastating as the previous waves.
We are preparing our hospital in terms of building out new capacity, building a new field hospital in Savlamar. Preparing ourselves in terms of whatever equipment will be needed, PPEs and so on. We had a good supply of ventilators in the early stages. Those continue to work. I think we have over 100. We hope that we don't need more than that. To date, we have not done badly in that where it is demanded, we've been able to provide. The issue has always been the oxygen. And we have been having discussions with the sole supplier. We had gotten some mobile portable units. So we think we are more prepared now for the 4th wave as it relates to oxygen than we were before.
The Ministry of Health shifted its policy regarding booster shots. It has expanded the eligibility requirement to include persons 60 years and older, as well as healthcare workers. As for other groups, an announcement will be made soon.
I think that during the course of this year, meaning this month, we'll have a much clearer picture in terms of what we have and what we can and who we can offer to. Right now, we have enough in stock for those groups if they were to take it up the offer. I suspect in another few weeks we'll have a clearer picture based on other stocks to come in, and we'll make an announcement appropriately.
There are also concerns about an increase in COVID cases after the holiday season. Dr. Tufton stressed that vaccination will play a critical role in how the country deals with the next wave.
The ideal theoretical strategy is for everybody to stay put. But you and I know that practically that's not possible. People have to work, people have to eat, goods have to be shipped, and COVID has been very disruptive, as you know, over the last 18 months, where prices have gone sky high, people have had to stop working and so on. So we can't use that as a strategy, or certainly restrictions can't be an indefinite strategy. And that's what the Prime Minister has been saying. We have to find a way to normalize our arrangements, but it's important that personal responsibility kicks in.
So far, over 500,000 people are fully vaccinated. Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
After being in place for more than 50 years, a ban on private companies in Cuba was lifted in August, enabling many to pursue long-held business projects. More in this Reuters report.
Cuban entrepreneurs Henry and Yendri Garcia have long peddled homemade ice cream in their small town of Bauta outside Havana, but now they're dreaming beyond the single scoop. Communist-run Cuba in August lifted a ban on private companies in place since 1968, a move that has Cubans scrambling for business opportunities. Thanks to that reform, the Garcia brothers, aka the Ice Cream Guys, say they hope to move their small home-based operation cobbled together with patched-up old equipment to a larger facility and increase their workforce of 12 to 30 or more, says Henry Garcia.
My whole life I've dreamt of having an ice cream factory, a business. It was just a dream, an image in my head that I never imagined could actually happen. Now, thanks to the government and the party, this new law has sprung up, and it is no longer a dream. It's a reality. Now I have to put my back into it.
The government has already registered their Helados seed operation as a private enterprise, one of around 900 small and medium-sized businesses to have been incorporated since September. It's one of the biggest economic transformations since Fidel Castro's revolution. Cuba is banking on the creation of hundreds, even thousands of small businesses to help the economy rebound from the devastating impact of the health crisis, soaring inflation, and crippling U.S. sanctions. The new rules mean they can now operate with foreign currency, obtain credit, and sell ice cream to hotels, state-run shops, and even online. But there are still plenty of hoops to jump through. Regulations require companies to go through the state to engage in foreign trade, prohibit entrepreneurs from owning more than one company, and cap individual firms at 100 employees. Reuters spoke to one business owner who managed to purchase machinery from Europe needed to run a dried fruit company, but says he fears he's an exception to the rule. Imported goods were already scarce due to U.S. sanctions, but the health crisis cut deeply into convertible currency flows needed to purchase items from abroad.
Internationally, travel bans imposed by the European Union, Britain and the US because of the Omicron coronavirus variant have cut off South Africa's tourism industry from its three biggest markets and dashed all hopes of revival this holiday season. Reuters reports.
Rushdie Harper's tour company in Cape Town was just starting to recover from lockdowns in South Africa. He had high hopes for a bumper Christmas season, looking forward to an influx of tourists from the UK, US and Germany. Then Omicron struck.
50% of our bookings actually were cancelled for December alone. And at the moment for January is about 40% that have been cancelled. So in terms of giving you figures, that would turn up to, as a small business like ours, we're a very small business, That's probably about R1 million worth of business that has been lost.
Harper has had to sell his house to raise funds to keep his business afloat, and his story is repeated in tourism hotspots around the country. Travel restrictions imposed by the EU, UK and US mean South Africa is cut off from the region's 3 biggest markets. That with holiday businesses already reeling from a succession of lockdowns. Total foreign arrivals slumped 71% in 2020. Now Cape Town Tourism Chief Executive Enver Dumini says Omicron is already taking a real toll.
So the impact is significant, not just from an economic perspective, but I think the significant job losses that we're already beginning to see. There are lots of small businesses that are suffering, that were hoping that this Christmas would be the best Christmas for them.
A snap survey of tour operators by the country's Tourism Business Association says cancellations already total about R1 billion, or about $63 million. That figure doesn't include flights, restaurants and accommodation, and the organisation says it could easily triple. South Africa's holiday firms are not expecting a Merry Christmas.
In sports, the St. Kitts Nevis Football Association opens a youth referee course to prepare match officials of the future. More in this report.
The St. Kitts Nevis Football Association, the SKNFA, opened a youth referees course on Wednesday evening, which will run until Monday, December 13th. Some 27 participants comprised of young men and women, some of whom are first-time referees, attended the opening ceremony and first session of the course at the conference room at Football House on Losac Road. General Secretary of the SKNFA, Tashelle McLean, officially opened the training course and encouraged participants to make the best use of the opportunity.
Continue on the path that we have started. But that all depends on you. As it was said earlier, you don't know where you're going to end up, but you're given opportunities. It depends on you how you use that opportunity. I know this course is not going to be a walkover. It is going to be very intense. Because when you speak of RAMs, you speak of discipline and intensity. But at the end of the day, it is worth it. This is like a passport for you. Football takes you across the world. We are part of a member nation, FIFA, with 211 states. That alone says a lot. You don't know where you might end up tomorrow, but where you end up tomorrow depends on what you do today.
Chairman of the Referees Committee of the SKNFA, John Bergen, had high praises for convener of the course, Malcolm Ramsey, who is also the head of the referees department of the SKNFA. He recounted the improvements in refereeing locally and the cadre of referees and match officials from St. Kitts and Nevis who have performed on a regional and international level.
Mr. Ramsey is one of the best FIFA referees, instructor we have in CFU and CONCACAF. We are happy to have him, as head of the referee, I have seen the job that he has been doing since my onboarding as chairman of the referees committee. As small as a nation as we are, St. Kitts and Nevis is very fortunate to have 3 FIFA match referees in the person of Kimbell Ward, Trisley Basso, and Trevester Richards, and also 3 FIFA match assistant referees in none other than Graeme Brown, Ike Innes, and Mario Parry. We are second to none, only to Jamaica in the CFU region. Trisley Basso is also a FIFA VAR technician. We have seen the development of some of our young and upcoming match officials like Shanda Wilkinson, Tyra Wilkinson, Yolinda Warner, and Lenroy Paris.
Mr. Ramsey spoke about his expectations of the course.
One of you may reach to the World Cup. 5 of you may drop out. 5 of you may officiate in the Premier League, etc. 5 of you may do top-level competitions in FIFA and in CONCACAF. So there are varying persons in this room. But however, the onus is on you, the participants, to be determined to reach the highest level that you can reach.
The youth referees course comprises field exercises on the 11th and 12th of December from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The course closes on December 13th with a closing ceremony.
Welcome to the Skn Newsline Weather Report. I am Janil Boone. Here is a look at the 4-day forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis. For a more detailed weather report, visit our website at www.sknnewsline.com.
You have been watching the Skn Newsline Newscast. I'm Andre Huey. For more news and sports, log on to our website at www.sknnewsline.com. Visit our Facebook page and make sure you like and follow the page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also download our Android mobile app. From all of us here at Skn Newsline and at Channel 95, I'm Andre Huey. Thank you for watching.